Euphorbia Gymnocalycioides is a rare and fascinating succulent species in the Euphorbia genus. It bears such a striking similarity to a genus in the cactus family, Gymnocalycium, that it was given the epithet Gymnocalycioides, resembling Gymnocalycium. It is a fine example of convergent evolution, a process in which the same adaptive traits evolve in distantly related species or groups as a response to similar environments. Euphorbia Gymnocalycioides has a rounded or slightly cylindrical body. It typically grows around 5 to 10 centimeters in height and about 6 to 8 centimeters in diameter. The plant may grow slightly taller as it matures, but remains compact. The body of the plant is green to dark green, sometimes with a bluish or purplish hue, depending on environmental factors such as light exposure and stress. The plant is covered with prominent ribs, similar to those found in Gymnocalycium cacti, with tubercles along the ridges. True to the Euphorbia genus, it produces cyathea, a type of inflorescence unique to the genus. The flowers are small, inconspicuous, and typically yellow or greenish-yellow in color. They grow from the center of the plant during the flowering season, which often occurs in spring and summer. Like other euphorbias, it produces a milky, toxic latex when cut or injured. This sap can be an irritant to the skin and eyes. This species is endemic to southern Ethiopia, typically found in very specific arid regions where it has adapted to survive extreme heat and drought. It grows in substrate rich in limestone, in a widely spaced acacia bushland at altitudes of 1,350 meters. It is considered a rare species due to its limited native range in Ethiopia. Overcollection by succulent enthusiasts and habitat loss may threaten wild populations, though cultivated specimens are more widely available. This succulent thrives in bright, indirect sunlight, but can tolerate some direct sun. In its natural habitat, it often grows in very sunny and warm conditions. As a drought-tolerant succulent, it requires minimal watering. Water sparingly, and allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings to prevent root rot. In winter, when the plant enters dormancy, watering should be reduced even further or completely. Euphorbia Gymnocalycioides prefers warm temperatures, ideally between 15 and 30 degrees Celsius, 59 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It is not frost-tolerant and should be kept above 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, to avoid cold damage or death of the plant. As this plant is susceptible to root rot, a well-draining, gritty soil is essential for its health. A mix containing material such as pumice, grit, and limestone are recommended as it allows for good drainage and prevents water from sitting around the roots. Propagation is usually done through seeds, though this can be a slow process. It's also possible to propagate through cuttings, as mature plants can produce offsets, but care must be taken removing them due to the toxic sap. Euphorbia Gymnocalycioides is relatively pest-resistant, though it can sometimes be affected by common succulent pests like mealybugs or spider mites. In summary, Euphorbia Gymnocalycioides is a unique and highly specialized succulent that captivates plant collectors with its cactus-like form. However, its slow growth, challenges in growing, and rarity in the wild mean it's often considered a prized plant for serious collectors. Plants must always be sourced from reputable growers to help minimize the impacts on its native range from illegal collection.